Hello, I'm Gabby Gomay and this is ISTV News. First, let's have a look at the top stories that crossed the desk of ISTV News today. 49th Hunger Marches Day commemorated, and NIPCO to sign agreement with state government for 4 hydroelectric projects in Manipur tomorrow. Now the news in detail. The 49th Hunger Marches Day was commemorated today with an elaborate function organized by Old Manipur Students' Union AMSU. The day commemorates the tragic incident of March 27 of 1965, in which people of Manipur came out in the streets demanding rice from the authority, as no rice was available at the markets since huge quantity of rice had been siphoned off outside Manipur. The people's slogans then were, "We are hungry, give us rice." 4 persons, including 3 students, were killed in police firing and bayonet charge during the agitation. Since then, the day has been commemorated by the AMSU every year. As part of the 49th commemoration day, today, rich floral tributes were offered at the memorial site of the students at Pishum Tingamacha in the morning by a large number of people, leaders of various civil society organizations, students, bodies, etc. President of AMSU, Thiam Naresh, and former presidents of the union attended the function. Later, a large number of people took out a march from Pishum Tingamacha to the campus of DM College. Former President of AMSU Irom Gambhir, present President Thiam Naresh, Principal of DM College of Commerce NG Brajakumar, President of UMC Yumnam Nabachandra, former secretaries of AMSU took part in the march.
Mapandagi adumlaba akoina chana thananabagi polam singase masi mapandagi pusalakta bataraga koi chara helani habagi akiba phorokpa national highway singda bantorpa matamda koi chara helagadra koi siragadra koi kunai simulagadra habagi akiba phorokpa hariban 1965 tagina 2014 bawagi sahi ni fuga mapangi manungda manipuri kunai da oiragliba khenabagi masakase akoi ngasigi miyam asina yamna munna kumna nenaminabagi mathau taba lai habase ai ngasigi Hunger Marches Day ga mari lena na numina siga mari lena ai miyamda thamjaningi.
As part of the ever-continuing search by the Congress government led by Chief Minister O. Ibobi for all possible sources of producing sufficient electricity for the people of Manipur, the Northeastern Electric Power Corporation Limited, NIPCO, is going to sign agreement with the state government tomorrow for taking up 4 hydroelectric power projects at 4 different places in the state. The places where the projects are going to be taken up are Irang and Pabram in Tamenglong district, Tuivai in Churachandpur, and Kongnem Taka in Senapati district. According to a highly reliable information received by the ISTV News, after signing the agreement with the state government tomorrow, the officials of NIPCO will go on an inspect tour to the places. The estimated cost of the hydroelectric project to be taken up at Tuivai in Churachandpur, about 230 km from Imphal, is over rupees 300 crore. This project is proposed to produce energy to the tune of 71 megawatt. The estimated cost of Irang Hydro Electric Project in Tamenglong district will be more than rupees 330 crore. This project is planned to produce 60 megawatt electricity. The Kongnem Taka project, of which cost would be over rupees 400 crore, will produce a total of 66 megawatt electricity. The biggest of the 4 projects, Pebram Hydro Electric Project, will cost more than rupees 1,000 crore and is targeted at producing 190 megawatt. If these projects become reality in about at least a decade, the people of Manipur will not have much problem of energy, said the sources. Social Welfare Minister A.K. Mirabai has affirmed that 3% reservation will be provided to disabled persons under the Social Welfare Department. She said this at the closing function of the 6 months vocational training course for destitute women and girls for the year 2013 and 14 at Welfare Training Institute, Tagil today. Certificates and sewing machines were distributed to the trainees. Principal Secretary of Social Welfare S.K. Dave Burma, Commissioner of Persons with Disabilities L. Ibomcha and Joint Secretary H. Rupachandra were the presidium members at the function. Commissioner Ibomcha said, "It is impossible that the government could provide employment to all the people. The best way to provide employment in Manipur is self-employment." He urged the trainees to use the machines as a way to earn their income. Principal Secretary Dave Burma asked the trainees to give feedback about the machines that were provided to them and about the knowledge they gained from the training. The feedback will be helpful in rectifying future errors. Minister A.K. Mirabai said in her recent meeting with Union Minister Gehlot, the Union Minister has assured to keep special eyes on the people of the northeast regions. The necessities of the state will be recovered during using the various schemes under the India government. The centre has also approved for opening a regional disabled sports complex in the state. She further said, the state will be developed if the status of women and men are equal. The department will never filch the share of the disabled.
thawat sarkar thawat phangani haibase othorong boro matam ngasi society sidega leiba aikoi kuding ma rupa achang rupi ani ma to mani na chapina na bogana boda iran kuding ma tai ko saudi amina si iran kuding ma ka asle ba awa ba again ba kuding ma aikoi ma chen hailo da awa ko hakan ji again ma ko halaga aikoi taksi ka sinana discipline laina ngasi society sidega tai da ba ma chai changna chai ba
Now let's take a look at the national and international news. Home Minister Rajnath Singh on Wednesday rejected reports about his son Pankaj Singh being denied bypoll ticket due to corruption allegations against him. He said that all reports about him and his family were baseless rumors. Rajnath Singh went on to say that he will quit politics if any allegations against him or his family are found to be true. Rajnath's reaction came after reports that he had been upset with reports against his son after he was denied ticket for the UP bypolls for the Noida seat. Rajnath Singh has expressed concerns to the RSS leadership over false stories being spread about his son by his rivals in the party. Sources said Rajnath is upset at media reports that Prime Minister Narendra Modi didn't want a ticket given to his son. He has conveyed to the RSS nothing that is being reported about his son is true. Pankaj Singh has been ignored by Modi in the UP bypoll seat list even as he was being seen as a front runner for the Noida seat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has strongly denied reports against Home Minister Rajnath Singh's son Pankaj Singh. In a statement, the Prime Minister's office said, this has reference to reports appearing in a section of the media over the past several weeks, mentioning the Prime Minister and referring to the conduct of some union ministers and alleged misconduct of the Home Minister's son. The reports are plain lies, motivated, and constitute a malicious attempt at character assassination and tarnishing the image of the government. Those indulging in such rumor mongering are damaging the interest of the nation. These reports are strongly denied. In a significant ruling, the Supreme Court on Wednesday rejected a petition calling for removal of tainted cabinet ministers, saying the Prime Minister should take a call on this. Appointment of cabinet ministers with criminal past must be left to the wisdom of Prime Minister, the apex court said, while cautioning that Prime Minister and CMs should not include people with criminal antecedents in their cabinet. Indian Constitution reposes immense trust in Prime Minister and CMs, and they are expected to act with responsibility and with constitutional morality, the highest court ruled. An apex court constitution bench said that though no disqualification could be added to Article 75, Clause 1 of the Constitution that empowers the Prime Minister to make anyone as a minister, but a person in conflict with law should not be entrusted with executive responsibilities. Those in conflict with law and involved in offences of moral turpitude and corruption should not be allowed to discharge duty as ministers, the bench said. According to elections affidavits, 30% of ministers in Narendra Modi government have declared criminal cases against themselves and 18% have declared serious criminal cases. A day after India lodged a protest with Pakistan over escalating ceasefire violations, the two sides will hold a sector commander level flag meeting today to defuse the situation on the border. The flag meeting between BSF and Pakistan Rangers is scheduled for today along the international border in Parkwal Forward Belt in Akhnur sector of Jammu, a BSF officer said. Before we end, as a reminder, the top stories once again. 49th Hunger Marches Day commemorated, and NIPCO to sign agreement with state government for 4 hydroelectric projects in Manipur tomorrow. That's all we have for today. Have a pleasant evening.